Hello!
Welcome to The Shed with me, Hetty Austin.
Oh, myself, Sunjai.
And me, Nathan Eagle.
We are three comedians with ever-changing hobbies and interests, and we sit in a shed and discuss those hobbies and interests.
So, Sunjai, what are you currently
Yes?
obsessed with?
Well, I bought a bit of a different one today.
Ooh.
I've bought a dead obsession. So it's something I used to be so obsessed with, and I haven't done it in like a year? 6 months.
I remember this hobby of yours.
Do you remember?
Yeah.
Oh, because you know what I am going to say.
No, I remember you showing me.
The drawing one.
Yeah.
Okay, my obsession is drawing.
Drawing.
Just drawing.
Drawing.
But then it gets very specific. So it's not just drawing, it's randomly generated characters. So I'm drawing stuff I haven't pre-planned. I use a book or the internet or something to randomly generate what I'm going to draw next, which I can see you don't understand.
It's not like digital art, is it? Like that?
No, I draw it on paper and then colouring it in with Posca pens, which are like paint pens, and they're so satisfying.
What is a Posca pen? Is it like a
It's a
felt
paint
tip?
pen. So it's like a chunky marker, but paint comes out, not ink. It's paint.
Oh, that does sound satisfying.
Yeah.
So
okay.
satisfying.
Did you want the drawing first, or did you want to try the pens first? Was the drawing just a vessel for you to try and use these pens?
I think so. They were pens Alison had, and I saw, because my children and we watch quite a lot of YouTube. I won't let them go on YouTube on their own because I think there's a lot of creepy stuff on there. But we'll watch YouTube together, and one of the people we watch YouTubers, she's called Mariah and Elizabeth. Shout out Mariah. Yeah, she's just like she's like one of the top earning people on YouTube. She's worth like 25 million, and all she does is she started off, squishies, squishy toys.
No, what, squishies? No.
We don't have
Shit.
children.
They're like memory foam toys.
I probably was there any version of them when we were
There
younger?
would have been, yeah. They just weren't a thing. They were like the cheap toys that you just squish and then they go
Oh, I
back to.
think I know what you
yes.
mean.
Yeah.
Yes, I
Yeah.
know
And
what
now
you
they're
mean.
like squishies
You-
and they're
Yeah.
like a thing.
You could make them as well, couldn't you?
Yes,
You
you
could get
could.
a balloon and
Yeah.
flower.
Yeah, they're kind
Yeah.
of
Because
similar.
when you
yeah,
squeezed it, they looked a bit like spunk inside. Didn't they? I do remember when you squeezed it.
Yeah, I do
It
know
was
the
like
ones
a
you mean.
spunk
Yeah.
bubble. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you not remember that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was like a swirly liquid
And
inside.
it looked exactly
yeah.
like spunk.
I never thought that.
And I had one of them before I even seen spunk.
Knew what spunk
Yeah,
was.
I was like,
I wonder what this
that
is.
looks like spunk.
So when you saw spunk, you thought, oh, it looks like the
It
stuff
looks
that's
like
on
it.
it.
Yeah.
I just was watching this woman colour in, and I was like, that looks really satisfying. And then Alison said, I got some of those pens, and I tried them, and they were really satisfying. And then I just needed an excuse to use them. And this is such a long story. Koa has this book called Let the Dice Decide, and it's every page is like a grid of just weird stuff. Like there'll be like a line of heads, different like alien heads, and then a line of different alien arms, and then different bodies and different. And you roll a dice or a die, and whatever number you get, you go, okay, I'm going to draw the number 2 head. And there you go, I'm going to give it a number 3 body when you roll the dice. And I'm going to give it the number 4 arms and stuff. And you just make this weird creature. I was like, oh, I'll just do that. That's just an excuse for something to draw. And then I just I drew like 100 of them. I finished the book. Like, I did every single combination of these randomly generated characters. And then I started like going on Google and being like, I just type in animals. And all the images that came up, I'd be like, right, image 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, roll a dice. Right, I'm going to draw a giraffe.
Yeah.
And then I'd be like, type in colours, roll a dice. I'd be like, giraffe's going to be green. And I just, for ages, every night that I wasn't gigging, I would spend at home just drawing for hours.
The thing is
Yeah.
that he is actually quite good at it.
What, drawing? See, that's what I mean. I've never seen your art.
Because I shared a few, and people
never
were like,
seen it.
"Oh, I love that," and I did commissions for people. Like, people said, "Can you draw me, or can you draw my dog?"
I remember you shared something that you drew once, and in a group chat, the other group chat, and the sort of response to it was, "Oh shit, that's actually quite good."
Yeah. Was you
And I
expecting?
don't mean this
No.
horribly to you.
I look like a man with no
No,
skills.
I love you and all of that, but I'm always constantly surprised when you're good at something.
I do. I have an air of incompetence, don't I? Like,
But we all do.
But that's a trick. That's what I've found.
It's
That
certainly
is
a
a
trick.
trick.
I've lent into it on stage.
Sanjay is tricking people because he's actually.
Have you always drawn?
No,
growing up?
Not
Yeah,
really.
yeah,
I
I
did like art at school, but
So was you
know.
like artistic at school? So you wasn't like someone who did you do art as a subject?
I did. Yeah, and I didn't get on with my teacher.
Oh.
No one did.
Oh.
She was like a local artist, and then it ended up as like a teacher. And she resented it and hated kids. And she did a local, like she had a what they called artist exhibition at local gallery.
Yeah,
or maybe
exhibition,
even a
yeah,
museum
yeah,
or something. I don't know what it was. And one of her art pieces was a teddy bear that she'd filled with like pins and thumbtacks. So you couldn't hug the bear, like you'd get hurt, and it had just like pins sticking out of it and everything. And it was like really brutal piece. And she sort of asked what it meant and what did it mean, and she was literally like, "I hate children and I hate childhood." And it was like, "You're a teacher."
Yeah, fair enough.
And she used to just anything you drew in class, she would just tear it down. You know, like trying to show how much she knew about art, which is fine if you're teaching, but not to just tear someone down. She just, she was horrible.
A bit like comedians, though, isn't it?
We used to call her Mrs. Bitchkowski.
That's a good name.
I can't remember her actual name.
Mrs. Bitchkowski.
Mrs. Bitchkowski.
That's a good name.
Yeah.
If we had,
I think she might have been Witchkowski anyway. I could have just had that.
Yeah, her name was already ridiculous. What happened to you? You know what happened to her?
She's dead now. No, I don't know where she is. Don't know.
How long ago was you at school?
A long time, Nate.
Yeah, so she might be. There's a high
She could
probability.
be. She was relatively young.
Do you ever have that thing where you there's a teacher from your school and they were really old? It seemed like they were really old when you was at school,
And they're still
you
alive.
bump into them now and they're like 20 years older than you. And it's like, oh, how are you still going?
I think it's our perception of age as well, like, because when you're aging, like the time between 10 and 15 is 5 years, but it feels like forever. You develop so much.
Yeah, it's weird how you're different your brain is back then.
Whereas someone else going from 20 to 25, it is like nothing to them.
But also, I think if you generally dress old and you've always looked old, it's hard for you to age.
Because
Why do you look at
sometimes no, you'll see
I
it
got my
like
bright orange hoodie on today.
so bright. You've
It's
both gone
so
colourful today.
an ex-skateboarder.
Oh shit! Oh no!
I like it. I really like it, Sanjay. It suits you. It does. I really like
Yeah, I
it.
like
You should
it.
wear more colour.
More
I like
colour.
I
It
like
suits your
colours.
personality.
I like colours. I think I wear black so I don't have to choose. I think
Yeah, it's just easy.
The micro decision of choosing what to wear is so difficult. Whereas everything's black, just pick it up.
Black suit, everyone suits black, don't they, as well?
Slimming as well, isn't
It
it?
is slimming. Look
Yeah.
at this. Look at the width.
Yep.
Look at the width
Look at
with the
that.
orange. Oh my gosh.
I'm a little bit jealous though.
Me too.
Of drawing,
Yeah.
people being
Oh,
able to
yes.
draw, because I have
Yeah.
I can't do it.
Can't do it.
Can't do it.
And I fucking hate people that can because I want it. I want
Yeah.
that. There
Oh.
are two things that I want. I want to be artistic, to like draw and paint and shit. And I also want to be musical, to play an instrument.
Oh, that's another one.
Yeah.
That is
and I can't
exactly
do
another
either.
one.
I can fake being musical, but I'm not. So like when I was at school, I played double bass, and I played it because this guy came and gave a talk in assembly about how there was like a shortage of double bass players and they really needed them, and he played like jazz bass on stage, and I thought, that sounds really cool. And I was the only person that signed up afterwards for double bass lessons. And because I was the only one in the school, I was automatically in the orchestra. The orchestra teacher, the music teacher who ran the orchestra, he was a conductor man.
Conductor?
This is
Yeah.
how little I know.
Conductor man.
He was literally like, I don't have a double bass player. My first day playing the bass, he was like, you're in the orchestra.
Yeah.
Everyone else had to be grade 5. You had to be grade 5 level music out of 8. I think it's out of 8 or out of 9. I can't remember. So 5 is pretty high competence level, and I didn't have any grade.
This is just that sums up your life.
Just falling into things.
You just fumble into it and just get by.
And I've always been jealous of the people that fall in shit and come up smelling of roses.
Yes,
I
you.
think I am one. I'm really sorry.
But I know what you mean about drawing, because I just think, oh, how wonderful would it be just if you got 10 minutes just to sit and draw something.
Yeah. And people really, really admire it as well. Like, say if you drawed,
Drawed.
True.
yeah, if you drew me,
Yeah.
if you gave me a drawing, for fuck's sake, if you gave me a drawing of me,
Yeah.
without just as a surprise for
Yeah.
perhaps my birthday, 31st of July, I would be like,
Same as Harry Potter.
Same as Harry Potter. But I would be like, that would make me feel really nice. I'd be like, oh, that's a really thought, because you've taken time to do that.
Maybe I'll bring it back.
Yeah, do bring it back.
I know what I like about this is how much Hetty's going, I've seen the drawings and they're really good. Nathan hasn't seen
I've
them.
never
No,
seen
not
them.
seen them.
I've brought a couple,
But-
and they are like,
I genuinely haven't. I didn't know you actually brought
I've
some.
brought a couple, but they are like children's drawings.
Have you oversold it?
100%, 100% Hetty is oversold
Just like
it.
stick men.
Oh,
Because
there's not. You're not like.
Andy Warhol.
You're not amazing, but you're better than I imagined, and
think it's-
that's
I
what's
think it's-
surprising.
I think it's if you saw a baby, like draw a stick man in like their beans or something. Like they spread out their mashed potato. You'd be like, wow!
Yeah.
And I think that's the same. Your expectation of me is so low.
No, you.
When I could draw an outline of a banana, you were like, wow! We kept it alive!
If you do a shit just outside the shed, I'll be like, oh, that's good. He did do it inside.
Well done. But I remember the picture I shared because we had my wife looks after children. She's a childminder, and all the children were in our house after school, and I was drawing, and I was like, that was it. They said they made up this story about there was a robber after school or something. They were like, oh yeah, there was this robber and he stole our homework or something. I was like, oh yeah, what did he look like? And then they were describing what he looked like, and I was doing like the police drawing. That was it. And I was like, and what shape was his head? And they were like, we had a big round head. So I drew a big circle. And I was like, what colour were his eyes? They were like, oh, he had pink eye. Pink eyes. And I was like, what was his body like? It was a banana. He had 10 arms with fish fingers. And he farted pizza. And I drew this character, and I thought it was so funny that I shared it in one of the group chats. And I just thought they were going to be like, kids are funny.
Yeah.
And everyone was like, wow.
Yeah, it was really good.
But I've got it. I
wanna
bought
see
it.
I'm going to see it.
And it's shit.
I do have a question. Why is it on a child law solicitor's paper? That was the first thing I clocked. I thought, is something going on at
Bit
home?
suspicious.
And,
I guess out.
Let's
I
have a
actually
look.
can't remember why it's on child law. I think it's just scrap paper in our house. So I think there is a child law solicitors we must be involved with, and they gave us.
this is a funny way of your wife giving you divorce papers.
Yeah. And they've given us a whole
If I leave this here, he'll draw on
He'll
this.
draw on it.
And that's how he will see it.
Or maybe. That's exactly what she would do.
That's enough of a signature to get it through.
Yeah, most of the times I'm drawing these, we are in an office. She's talking to someone,
Yeah.
and they just give me crayons.
And it is just after a really big argument.
Always.
It's really weird.
They're like,
And
you
then-
sit there and colour, and we'll work out some
And then,
details.
and then she takes it and submits it and goes, there's your evidence.
Oh, here he is. Do you want to know his name?
Yes, yeah, of course.
His name is Julius Banana Body Fartington.
And your children named
My
it.
children named him, yeah, and some of the other children we look after. Julius Banana Body Fartington III Esquire is his name, and this is who stole their homework.
Wow. No, it is good. It is. This is a genuine. You're seeing a genuine. I don't know. I mean, you did oversell it.
I forgot.
Yeah, you did oversell it.
didn't you?
But it is good.
Oh,
it is
dear.
good. I mean, he is in the lines.
I think sometimes I've gone outside the line.
But it is
I
good.
couldn't do that.
See, I'm not proud of this drawing.
I understand what your art teacher meant now. No, it is good. It is good, but you massively oversold it, Hetty. I was expecting like a work of art. But I need to understand what this is exactly.
That's the.
So I'm not entirely sure what it is.
It's his art.
Yes, I can see that. It is good because you could see that like in a cartoon or something like that. That's what it reminds me
He's
of.
got fish fingers.
Reminds me of like Flanimals, like that kind of thing. That's kind of what it reminds me of. No, it is good. If I'd seen this without knowing what you had said, I would probably appreciate it more. Because it is, I can see that it's good.
I think, as I said, I just shared it in the group because I thought it was funny.
It is funny.
That the kids had designed this. I was like, don't kids say the funniest things?
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
People's reactions were like, oh, that's a really good drawing.
I do like it. You got the pizza down there. No, it's creative and it's imaginative as
Pizza
well.
farts.
I like
pizza.
it. Yeah, I like it because it's like imagination,
And
isn't it?
show it now.
There you go.
This is why I don't draw anymore.
That is on sale. So explain this to me, McDinosaur. Where did this come from?
Oh, there's no explanation.
No explanation?
So these are all random. These are all randomly generated by a book.
They're getting better and better.
They are
as
getting
time
better.
goes on. You can see your skill
No,
got better.
that's not the best one.
And this is the first week that I did it.
Oh really?
That's
Oh
why they're
man!
numbered
Yeah,
1
they're
to
getting good
7.
now.
That's why I bought these ones because I thought they're
Inferno the
funny.
Obscure.
And you roll a dice to give them a name and stuff. My kids love it. My kids love it.
I think it's a really good. I do think it's cool. It's something
I
that
said,
is definitely it suits you as
It's
well.
a dead obsession.
I mean, this is amazing. Like that thing in the corner. What is that, Sanjay? That thing in the corner?
What, the cat?
The man with the like head.
That's me. I don't know.
It's like a weird head thing. It's very imaginative. I do like the imagination that goes
It's
into
just
it.
randomly generated.
Yeah, it's like someone's
No, I
mind.
haven't bigged myself up. These are good.
These are good. They remind me of like there's cartoons like there's some of it that remind me of Hey Arnold, Flanimals, like that picture there at the top. Do you remember Hey Arnold?
Hey
I love
Arnold!
Hey
Arnold.
Arnold.
I was trying to find the book before I came here to explain it more.
Yeah,
but I
they're
couldn't find it.
I get what you mean now. I understand what you're doing, and it does kind of make me want to try it.
Yeah, I'm jealous.
Just
that you
even
can
the
do it.
thought of like.
It's sort of like an adult colouring thing.
So can you draw just without that?
What, without the
The-
prompt thing?
Whatever thing that's doing.
Yeah, I can.
So you can just draw normally as well.
I guess I don't know. I just don't have time for it at the moment. Now I'm doing other stuff.
You are generally an arty and crafty man, aren't you?
Yeah, I do like arts and
Yeah.
crafts. I like arts and crafts.
Do you like paper mache? I
I do. If it's quite messy.
haven't done it in
Do
years.
you
I just remember doing it at school.
Do you
Yeah,
use
there's a lot of paper mache in the 90s.
Yeah,
wasn't
yeah, that's all it
Yeah,
was.
yeah.
Just
There's
don't
loads of
teach
stuff.
him. Just give him some paper mache. you
I remember.
drink. You always that one kid who drink the glue. Do you ever see that?
Yeah, that's me.
yeah.
Delicious.
You would
Sniff it.
paper mache a balloon, wouldn't you?
Yes. Yes.
Pop the balloon. You make an
Never.
Easter egg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what was it? What was paper mache? It's newspaper.
Just newspaper and
Glue.
PVA glue.
Water.
Is that
Yeah,
exactly
yeah,
what
like
it is? And a bit of water.
Water it down. Yeah. Make a paste.
That's it.
And then
Yeah.
and then it goes. Yeah.
When I
Rock
had
hard.
a mental breakdown once, I got quite heavily into decoupage.
I
What is
remember the
decoupage?
decoupage phase.
What is decoupage?
It's
It's
mental.
It's like, see, I can't even explain it properly. I would loosely put it as wallpapering everything. Like, wallpaper your chair,
Oh.
put wallpaper on your phone case.
Is it? But is it similar to what they made you do at school when they make you wallpaper your
Collage.
diaries and your books and shit?
Because is it more collagey than
It's more
wallpaper?
collagey.
Yeah, yeah.
So you get lots of little pictures and you sort of paste them together and then you cover something. So like I covered a picture frame, I did my mirror, I did hangers at one point. That was when I went fully in.
Oh, what do you mean in wallpaper? You mean like?
No, it's like
It's
collage.
just any sort of
You're
paper.
collaging everything,
yeah.
but you're covering it completely,
Yeah,
like you would
'cause-
wallpaper a wall or
Oh, I
something.
get
Oh, I got obsessed with Channel 4 show Escape to the Chateau.
I
And
remember
she
this.
did quite a lot of decoupage on there. And I thought, the way I'm going to have that life is
to
through
decoupage my things. The only way I can move to the country is to have a
Yeah.
decoupage
Anyway, I
house.
can move.
Did it work out?
France.
Well, we're in a shed.
Have a lovely chateau.
This is where Hetty lives
Got
now.
a shed instead of a chateau. But I love arts and crafts
Good.
because when I was a little boy and did watch like Blue Peter and stuff,
Art Attack.
Yeah.
Art Attack,
Nick Buchanan.
they'd always be
Neil.
like
Neil Buchanan.
Neil Buchanan, yeah. They'd always like whatever they did. They'd be like, "Oh, just get some butterfly pins, or go to your drawer of lollipop sticks and use this." And I'd be like, I never had any craft stuff in the house. It was like really exotic. We didn't have glue. We didn't didn't have anything in my house when I was a kid for making things. My parents are not arty, and so I would just watch these art programs and literally be like, I wish I could make those things. I always wanted to make Tracy Island from Blue Peter.
I remember when they did that.
And they proper made it.
That was paper mache.
It was
wasn't
paper mache and
Yeah,
toilet
yeah.
rolls, and
God, I remember that.
the swimming pool opened up, and then
Yeah.
you could put the Thunderbird 2 toy in it, and I was like, wow, because they had that set in the shops,
Yeah.
and it was like £100, and it was like £100 in the 80s.
What do you mean,
in
the
90s.
actual Tracy
The
Island?
actual toy was incredibly expensive at the time, and still is now.
Blue Peter were like,
And Blue
listen
Peter
here,
were
all
like,
you
"Make your
poor
own."
kids.
Yeah. And then they had, I think they had a little. They made the swimming pool with like an ice cream tub and filled it with
Yeah,
water.
oh God, I
it
remember
was like
that.
real water.
I genuinely remember that.
and I always wanted to make it. I'm gonna make it.
You-
I'm
oh,
gonna
yes,
make it.
please
I'm gonna
do.
make it. That's my next.
Can you make
obsession.
two? Can you make two?
No, make your own.
Oh.
You enjoy it more.
I am a letdown to my dad because my dad's like that. My dad's got a whole
The felting.
drawer dedicated to glitter.
Oh, glitter.
He's got a
Glitter
glitter drawer.
drawer.
I wanted some glitter
I'm
for some.
jealous. That's
I
better
think-
than a man drawer. Have a
Want
glitter
a
drawer.
I
glitter
think
drawer?
I wanted
Yeah.
some glitter to fix my shoe, and he
Your
went,
dad's-
"Oh, I've got some," and he came down with a whole stack of drawers of
Your
glitter.
dad's a modern
Oh,
man.
that's nice.
Oh yeah, he loves his arts
Yeah.
and crafts. I can't do it.
Like I said, it was an accident in that I saw these pens being used. Alison said she had some. I wanted an excuse to use them, and I also saw Koa doing these random, like they're to promote imagination in kids. So they roll a dice and it says, "Oh, draw a cat or draw a dog or whatever."
That's really good that they do that.
And I stole it from him and did it myself, and I just sat there for ages, drawing all these pictures. And Alison's like, "This is good for your soul, isn't it?" I was like, "Yep."
Did she like you doing it then?
Yeah.
Was she thought,
it was
that's nice.
She,
yeah,
and
yeah.
that's the thing. So at Christmas they bought me another pack of Posca pens,
Oh, that's so
Oh.
sweet.
but I haven't
You
opened them.
haven't
Like
touched
I haven't
them.
done any drawing in
it's-
months.
You're such a sweet man.
I didn't do
know.
it. They did it.
No,
Yeah,
but just
I know.
your interest is very sweet. It's lovely.
That's like me. I normally buy my dad a stack of felt for his birthday.
Oh, I do like stationery though.
We don't get on with felting in our house.
You're not. Can't do it.
Too patient.
What?
You,
Well, so he does felting,
Yeah.
and he
sorry, what are you
also
talking about
uses
now?
felt as medium for
oh.
like paper craft, but felt. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, like layering an
Yeah.
image, like a 2D image,
Yeah.
and layering it up a bit.
Yeah,
3D.
that's his fave.
Yes. Oh, I'm not.
Okay.
Oh, I'd like to
so
see
he's
some
very
of them.
crafty then.
Yeah, he's
Crafty,
really
is that the right
crafty.
word?
Yeah.
Crafty. Yeah,
Crafty.
crafty. But you can,
I don't know
crafty is-
anyone else whose house has got a selection of hot glue guns.
Oh,
love a
sexy.
glue gun.
We've got about
Yeah.
8 of them.
Love
8
a
glue
hot
guns.
Ooh, fancy.
Yeah. I don't.
Look at you, your 8 glue
I'm like
guns.
you. I don't have the patience
No,
for
I
it.
don't
I
think I
haven't.
do.
I haven't picked up that skill because I'd immediately want to be amazing at something, and if I'm not,
That's exactly how I am.
I don't like. I
That
don't
is
mind.
exactly how I am.
The difference about me is I don't mind being crap. Like I really
Clearly.
don't care being crap, and I don't care. These pictures are rubbish.
Naughty.
I do not care.
There's life and
yeah,
soul
but that's
in
why.
that picture.
That is why they're good.
Yeah.
Because you're
'Cause
not
there's crap.
repressed.
yeah, exactly.
That is exactly, yes, but you're completely right. Like, does that make me and Hetty perfectionists?
No, we're just.
Because you don't want
Arseholes.
to do, but you don't, arseholes. But we don't want to do something unless we're really good at it
Do it
instantly.
perfect,
Is that
yeah.
perfectionist?
It
then?
is, yeah.
Kind of, isn't
Yeah,
it?
because Alison thinks with certain things like DIY and stuff, she would tell everyone it's the reason I take a long time or is because I'm a perfectionist, and it wasn't. It was like
Working it out.
just my bad time organization. Yeah, and
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
working out as well. It's like if I had to do a job. And it was like I didn't know exactly what tools I needed, or I had to think about what tools to get out. I'd just be like, I'm just not going to do it. It's too many decisions.
I suppose it's different with like me and you. and you is that you have children, so you kind of have to
Yeah.
step up and do those
Oh,
things.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's
you
like
get to-
there's like
Whereas-
a legal responsibility.
Yeah,
You
you got to
get-
look
Get
after
in
them.
trouble. Got to feed them and everything.
Yeah.
You've got an excuse to do it and join in.
The craft stuff.
Yeah.
I think it's just a collection of things that have happened. The fact that Alison has all the stuff because she's taught it at school and it's
Yeah.
become part
Yeah.
of her life. I had this desire to do it because it was something unattainable from being a child. And then we have children who we have literally an excuse to do anything. We can be like, oh, let's do this arts and crafts. Let's try this medium this week.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
weird.
I
Isn't
just want to find the thing that I'm really good at. And like,
Mhm.
you know, I love the idea of just sitting there and doing drawing or doing painting. I watch the Landscape Artist of the Year and those sorts of programs, and they're just really good at stuff, and I just want that. But the truth is, they probably
They've worked
had a
so
natural
hard,
gift and they've worked really
put
hard.
hours and hours
But that's
in.
what I also think about drawing. I think drawing's a bit like maths in that sense, that you are either good at it or you're not.
I don't know.
I
I
think
don't think so.
drawing-
Because I think if I bought the book in, you could do something like that.
I think
No,
I'll go on cack-handed.
no,
follow
I
the
can't.
lines.
My writing is terrible. My
What?
handwriting.
The
I just-
writing is good on there, but
You know, like
I'm very skilled at bubble writing.
I'm impressed by bubble writing because I couldn't do it as a kid.
I
so
could do bubble writing at school.
I'm a bubble write.
my
Bubble
worst
write.
thing was when the
I
teacher.
can write normally.
Yeah, only bubble writing.
Only bubble
In
writing.
your exams. They've only written one line, one sentence.
Because when I was at school, I don't mean to brag, but I was.
You went to school?
I was
Educated woman.
I was gifted and talented, so I was very clever, but no artistic skills. So whenever there was a lesson where, like, today we're going to make a poster, I hated it. Hated it because I could never make it look good, and there would be these assholes that would just show off with their good
Dumb kids.
bubble writing.
Dumb kids.
There
There
was-
good at art.
There was a kid at school, there was a girl at school that I really fancied, right? I can't remember what age I would have been young. And that was a task of the day to, like, you had
Were
to
you
draw.
also young?
I was also young.
Just check.
I was teaching at the time, no. But we had to
Hello,
draw
got off
the person next to you, because she was sat next to me in the class, how I started fancying her. But
the bus. Oh no.
but we had to draw each other. That was the thing.
Yeah.
And I drew her, and because I was shit at drawing, and then she saw it, and I didn't mean to, but the nose was like massive, and she got really upset by the fact that I drew her like that, and she never like spoke to me again at
That's
school.
what I thought was gonna happen.
Because I just couldn't draw, and I really liked her, and I just made it,
like-
and I really tried. That's the thing. I really tried. I thought, I like this girl, so I want her to look
This is
nice, and I
amazing.
gave her like a witch nose.
Like drawing has ruined your life.
Yeah, so-
That's why you don't
Yeah.
draw now.
got nothing to do with drawing, please.
I used to really get into like internet comics and stuff. You know, those funny little. I don't know how to describe them, but
Like the ones that are in magazine, the ones that are in papers, but
like a selection. So there was one that I followed they drew themselves as couples. So like it sort of, she drew their life as a boyfriend and girlfriend, and I really liked them and I really got into them. So I thought I'd give it a go. So for my boyfriend at the time, when he turned 40,
do you have a copy of the picture?
yeah, somewhere.
I
yes.
really want to see
We've
this.
got to see that.
It'll be on my phone.
Poured like
Yeah.
all your
That's
heart.
right.
I tried so hard.
Gave him a big witchy nose.
I tried so hard, and it took me like 3 hours, and he ended up looking like Liam Gallagher, but he didn't look like him at all. Honestly, it was, and I
Oh, that's
tried
amazing.
so hard,
Yeah.
and that was, I just would never do it again. It pissed me off. It really pissed me off. I couldn't do it.
Yeah, see, I do see about the thing. You're not doing things if you're not good at them straight away. With you two, I don't care. I like to be shit at things. I think it
But I
grounds a
think that's your
person.
charm.
What, being crap at everything? Why is he doing this?
No, I think you've generally got a haphazard nature about you.
I just don't know what I'm doing in life. Just bumble along.
Yeah, but I like that.
Yeah, I like it too. I don't want
'cause
any
it's your,
stress. I
yeah,
don't want
it's
to
your
plan
style,
things.
isn't it?
Yeah.
It's become a
It's
style.
like when we do our gigs and there's 6 people there and you just plough through and just get through it and make
get
it a
done.
wonderful night.
Just get done.
Whereas I'd be like, this isn't worth it. Go home. This is not perfect straight away.
Yeah.
I don't want it.
Make it.
Whereas you don't
I
care.
like to make something nice out of something bad. It's nice to do.
I hate you so much.
Oh, sorry.
I don't.
There's another comic artist that also draws his relationship.
Yeah.
But he always draws his wife really sexy. And whenever I see the picture, I'm like, I'm just going to check out this comic. I'll check it out for the joke.
Is she green?
Sometimes she's green.
She's green.
Yeah, because sometimes when she's really angry, he draws her as the Hulk. And I got a thing about green women. I don't know what it is. Do you know this?
No,
Not
what's
everyone
this?
knows.
He likes
I
green
don't know. I
women.
just like green women.
Green women.
Yeah, I like witches and stuff. If you
Oh,
draw that
I
big
know. I
witchy
used to
picture-
find witches sexy.
Don't
Do
know
you know?
what it
Do you
is.
know what witch I found sexiest?
Sabrina?
No, wait. I've got,
Sabrina? No, she was too
She was
nice.
normal.
She was too much
She
of a
looked like
nice
a
witch.
human.
I want a
Yeah,
bad
yeah,
witch.
Bad witch.
Do you know what witch I liked?
One
Sarah,
in the-
Sarah Michelle Gellar in Hocus Pocus.
Yeah, well, of course, because it was Sarah
Yeah.
Michelle Gellar, because
Sex
she
and
was
City-
she
City
was in
girl.
it for the dads. She was something for the
Yeah,
dads.
she was a dirty.
And she was, yeah. Huh? It was Sarah Michelle Gellar. She was
From
the young
Sex
one.
and the City.
in
Is that
Hocus-
Sarah Michelle? No, it's not. Sarah Jessica Parker.
Who's Sarah
Yeah.
Michelle Gellar then?
That's Buffy. She is also sexy.
Yeah, she's also sexy. Sarah Jessica
Michelle.
Parker.
Sarah Michelle Gellar is Buffy from
Buffy
the Vampire Slayer. Sarah Jessica Parker is from Sex and the City, but
and
she was also in
the
Hocus
sexy
Pocus
witch in Hocus Pocus.
yeah. alongside Bette Midler and the other woman, who is also very, very funny.
Very
But I
funny.
feel bad, I can't remember her name.
The fat one. She was. She was really funny.
She was really funny. Yeah. Anyway.
Winnie. That's what she said. Winnie was Bette Midler. She always used to go saying, Winnie, I can't find my... Winnie, I can't find my broomstick.
He used to fancy the green M&M before they changed her.
Oh,
Now
yeah.
she's
Is that true?
I fancy her still. Or what are they? Are they genderless now? I don't know.
They are,
I
though.
fuck them all.
No, they're not genderless.
Give me an M&M. Fuck it.
Do you remember Mawam?
Mawam.
Mawam, they had... Do you remember Mawam?
Mawam.
I remember, but I don't remember
It was
this.
sweets, but they had
Mawam.
photos. Oh, not photos. They were little cartoons of children.
Mawam.
They were little cartoons of like these characters, and they were genuinely. It was like they were humping each other. You had like a green one who was apple, and then the strawberry one was red. I'll show you them, and they had to take them off because they were like it was like they was banging each other. These two characters on the Mawam bar. Do you remember this? I'll show you.
No.
I'll show you him after. Yeah.
I
I
think
just
'cause-
found an odd place on the internet.
yeah. But it's true.
Could you
I
draw
remember
those?
when I was at school? You could, but they looked
Mawam.
very similar to that.
There is nothing similar to that.
Oh, do you think this? So this is an obsession that is kind of an old obsession.
Yeah, it was something that, actual full obsession. I started drawing with these pens, and I just liked how they felt on the paper, and it really calmed me. And I just, every night for a week,
You did it.
this is the first week, every night for a week, I just drew characters.
The only these characters that you draw, do you draw anything else? Are
This-
you
this-
more cartoony than anything?
This was the specific obsession, was these characters,
Yeah.
this thing with the paint pens, the Posca pens, drawing these characters was the specific obsession. But otherwise, yeah, I can draw if I need to, you have to believe me now, I can draw. The hairy,
It's got beard. I just realised that it's got beard, isn't it?
I think that's my favourite.
That's your favourite one.
Yeah.
The car one is good. Yeah, this one is good. They're all
Yeah,
good.
they're all good.
I think you should start.
subjective, isn't it?
I think you should start again. I
Subjective.
think you should do it again if it helps you and if you
I
liked
haven't got the
it.
same draw. I don't know how to explain.
Why? How you
Like,
got in?
We would have our day, get the kids ready for school, send them off for school, do whatever we had to do in the day, pick them up from school, bring home, eat, blah, blah, blah. And I would be thinking all day, I can't wait to sit down and draw later in the calm time. I'm just going to draw tonight. Can't wait. That's just what I would think about. And it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
But these are the sort of things sometimes we have an obsession about. Like your decoupage one. Sometimes you just... it's just all I could think about. It was my thing. Drawing these things was my life for like a week of my life. that was all I did.
Well, I think it's great, and I really like that you did this.
I like it.
I like
I'm
it
sorry.
too.
I'm
I
sorry.
like them, and
that
I'm
I
sorry
laughed.
that yeah.
You don't have to be
I'm
sorry,
sorry.
for anything.
I'm sorry if my
It's
reaction
really
hurt your
funny.
feelings.
No, it didn't hurt my feelings.
I want it to too.
Yeah, that's the problem. That's the problem. If it did hurt my feelings, I'd let you know. I'd be like, oh, can we stop recording?
But I really, really like it, and I want you to do more.
Silly one, wasn't it?
To do more.
Silly one.
Yeah.
Drawing. Really makes you think.
Thanks for watching.
Like and subscribe.